Hey there, Eagles fans, and welcome back to your go-to spot for all things Philadelphia football. Can you believe it? On this Christmas Day, as we're all unwrapping presents and dreaming of that next Lombardi trophy, one of our own stars is dropping some serious truth bombs about the man leading the charge. What if I told you that Saquon Barkley, the powerhouse running back who's been tearing up defenses all season, just called Nick Sirianni the best coach in the entire NFL? Yeah, that's the kind of holiday gift that gets Philly buzzing. Let's dive right into this. Fresh off a Christmas Eve practice, Barkley didn't hold back when talking about his head coach ahead of Sunday's massive showdown against the 11-4 Buffalo Bills. The Eagles, sitting pretty at 10-5 and fighting for that top spot in the NFC East, have been on a roll, and Barkley wants the world to know Sirianni deserves way more respect. "I don't know why he doesn't get the respect he should get," Barkley said. "You really don't hear about him. I'll say, he's the best coach in the NFL. You can't name a better coach over the last 5 years." Oof, that's high praise from a guy who's seen it all. Barkley, remember, came over from the Giants in that blockbuster free agency move, bringing his explosive speed and vision to an already stacked offense. He's rushed for over 1,200 yards this season alone, folks, turning those tough yards into highlight reel magic. Now, let's break this down like a classic Eagles blitz. The NFL Coach of the Year buzz is heating up, with names like Mike Vrabel turning around the Patriots, Ben Johnson revitalizing the Bears, and Liam Cohen making waves in Jacksonville. These guys have taken struggling teams and flipped the script, exceeding expectations in a big way. But Barkley's got a point. Why isn't Sirianni in that conversation? Over the last 5 years, Sirianni's guided the Birds to 5 straight playoff appearances, 2 Super Bowl trips, and that unforgettable 2017 ring. Wait. No, hold up, that was Doug Peterson's masterpiece, but Sirianni's added his own chapter with a near miss in Super Bowl 57 against the Chiefs. His overall record? A staggering 58-25, with a .699 winning percentage. That's the third best in the Super Bowl era, trailing only legends like John Madden and Vince Lombardi. 6th best all-time, people. That's not just good, that's Hall of Fame territory. But here's the rub, as they say in Philly cheesesteak joints. The Coach of the Year award often goes to the underdog stories, the coaches who squeeze wins out of rosters that weren't supposed to contend. Sirianni. He's been blessed with talent. Think Jalen Hurts, that dual-threat quarterback who's evolved from a raw prospect into an MVP candidate, slinging passes to A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, our dynamic duo of wide-outs who can outrun anyone. And don't get me started on the trenches. Jason Kelce might be retired, but his spirit lives on in that offensive line, protecting Hurts like the Liberty Bell. On defense, we've got stars like Darius Slay locking down receivers and Jordan Davis clogging up the middle. So, yeah, the Eagles are supposed to win, as the critics say, but isn't consistent excellence the real mark of greatness? It's like expecting the Rocky statue to always stand tall. It's iconic, but it takes work to keep it shining. Flash back with me for a second to some Eagles history that puts this in perspective. Remember the glory days with Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, terrorizing quarterbacks in the 80s and 90s? Or Brian Dawkins, Weapon X himself, embodying that Philly grit? Donovan McNabb leading us to multiple NFC championships? Sirianni's building on that legacy, turning Lincoln Financial Field into a fortress where the fans' "Fly Eagles Fly" chant shakes the rafters. And let's not forget our heated rivalries. Beating the Cowboys or Giants feels like a holiday every time. Pop culture tie-in. Think about how the Eagles inspired that underdog vibe in movies like Invincible, with Mark Wahlberg channeling Vince Papale's true story. Sirianni's got that same blue-collar ethos, outworking everyone. Imagine if we caught up with Hurts after practice. He'd probably say something like, "Coach Sirianni? He's the glue man. He pushes us, believes in us, and schemes plays that put us in position to win. Without him, we're not here." Or picture a die-hard fan at the Link tailgate, "Nick's our guy. He's got that Philly fire, tough, smart, and never backs down." Even Eagles legend Dawkins might chime in hypothetically, "In my day, we played with heart, and Sirianni's instilling that same mentality. Respect is earned, and he's earned it tenfold." Looking ahead, this praise couldn't come at a better time. Sunday's game against Buffalo? That's a potential playoff preview, with Josh Allen's arm cannon testing our secondary. If the Eagles pull out a W, they're one step closer to clinching the division and making another deep run. Predictions? I'm calling a close one, 27-24 Eagles, with Barkley breaking a big run late. Long-term, if Sirianni keeps this up, that Coach of the Year nod might finally come his way, especially if we hoist another Lombardi. But like he always says, it's about the team, not the individual hardware. Eagles Nation, what do you think? Is Sirianni the best in the biz? Drop your takes in the comments, and make sure you're locked in for Sunday's kickoff. Fly Eagles fly. Let's keep this momentum rolling into the playoffs. Until next time, this is your Eagles Insider signing off. Go Birds!